lot of new money, when it's not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26. Jim. 18. Blue. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 43. Check.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Topper!
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Alpha!
Off of play action, here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Trubisky will throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Charles, you are the master of abstract facts. So who would you say is the best player ever drafted from Ashland University in Ohio?
How about the only one ever drafted from there? Adam Shaheen, the tight end. Went to the Chicago Bears. Began his college career, though, as a basketball player, Division II in the state of Pennsylvania.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Lock in. Under 10. Under touchdown. Travel.
Davis will try to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 97 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
24 is the mic. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Bears first down.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
First down, a run with Cohen. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
He was defended by KillaDray1700BLK's.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready?
10-2 soft.
All day, dog. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On first down, Thompson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Smith to Thompson on the screen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on up, come on up.
General West,
They run with Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Geis, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jones.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Set up. 50, plant.
59. It's our field. It's our field.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Check 99. Check 99.
Man.
Tighten up. Watch twist.
You're out. Ready.
Now it's Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check, 59. Squeeze, don't.
Go.
Check,
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Recon, 132 fighter. Back.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
6'6", bullet.
This is Thompson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Leo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
He's checking.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On first and 10, Smith. And that is caught by the tight end, Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Check 24, check 24. Shit.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
91.
Smith on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Hey, Sam off. Dude.
Here's Smith on third down. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
We got 4. 24.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Set. 60 or X3. 218. Chop. Now.
From the gun, here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. On first down, Smith. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now. Still Jordan Reed, the 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Makes the score Redskins 31, Bears 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Again, it's Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Check, 59. And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Go! 50, play. Any weapons?
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Don't get an hey, echo.
Go. Wall.
Go.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Blue draw quarter.
24-yard line.
Watch the edge.
Look at me. Door. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Smith. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. Hopkins' kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bears take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Alert, alert, alert. Protein spill. Hey, high 7.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Trubisky. Big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Redskins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem